So my people, what is happening right now in Sokoto is something that is touching every heart, because the level of attacks going on in those communities is becoming too much. And as we are talking, many families are still in fear, trying to understand how their peaceful villages suddenly turned into places of panic. Please, if you are watching this video right now, just take 1 second to like this video so that more people can see what is happening, and remember to subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. Now, in Sabon Birni area of Sokoto State, 5 communities were attacked by armed men who came in large numbers. These communities are Yarbulutu, Gajit, Alkalawa, Garin, Megaji, and Damba. The people living there were going about their normal day when suddenly these attackers started shooting. Many residents ran into the bush. Some tried to hide inside their homes, and others were caught in the middle of the confusion. Lives were lost, several people were injured, and a number of families are now in pain because their loved ones were taken away by the attackers. Please, if you have not liked this video yet, kindly do so now, and also subscribe. It helps a lot. From what residents are saying, the attackers came with confidence as if they knew nobody would challenge them at that moment. They came on motorcycles, they moved from one house to another, and they kept shooting. You can imagine how a peaceful community suddenly turns into a place where everyone is running for safety. Some people that wanted to rescue their family members could not even move close because the gunshots were too much. Imagine mothers crying for their children, fathers trying to protect their families, young people trying to escape. This is the reality many people are facing. And this is not something that just started today. For months now, people in Sokoto have been complaining that too many communities are under constant attack. In fact, more than half of the local government areas in Sokoto State have been affected. People are tired, they are frustrated, and many are asking the government to come out strong and protect them. Please, if you are still watching, kindly like this video and hit that subscribe button for more updates. Even before this latest attack, some villages in the same area were attacked by another group loyal to a known bandit leader. Those ones also took young women away and left families crying. So, imagine, before the people could recover from one tragedy, another one entered again and brought more pain. And many of these communities are farming communities, so when attackers come, people run and leave their farms. When people leave their farms, there will be hunger. When there is hunger, there will be more suffering. Everything is connected. That is why these attacks are not only destroying lives, they are also destroying the future of those communities. Now, about that headline that is trending, the one saying the Sultan of Sokoto collapsed because of the attacks, many people have been sharing it, and it has gotten a lot of attention. What is important is that we focus on the real issue, the continuous attacks happening in the state. Leaders are worried, the people are worried, and every day the tension is rising. Whether the Sultan collapsed or not is another matter. But what everybody can see clearly is that the situation is becoming too heavy, even for top leaders to handle emotionally. If you are following this gist and you want me to continue, please like this video now and make sure you subscribe so you won't miss the next updates. Another thing that is making this whole situation even more serious is that some of the attackers may have moved from neighboring states because of changes happening there. So instead of stopping their acts, they simply moved into another peaceful area to continue. And when attacks start moving from one state to another like that, it means the problem is now bigger and needs a strong national solution, not just local action. Families in those communities are crying for help. Many houses have been burned. Many people are sleeping outside. And some children are missing. These are real stories from real people. And when a whole community is sacked like that, people lose their homes, their farms, their animals, and their peace of mind. Some people have walked long distances just to get to a safer place. Imagine a mother carrying a baby, walking with no food, no water, no idea where she's going, just running for safety. These are the kinds of things happening that many people do not see. And the emotional part of the story is deep. When someone loses their home, it is painful. But when someone loses their husband, wife, child, or parent during an attack, the pain is something that cannot be explained. The trauma stays with them. Even if they go to a safe place, they will still be hearing gunshots in their mind. They will still be jumping at small noises. This is why security is not just about fighting attackers. It is also about helping survivors heal. Please, if you are feeling this story and you want more people to hear it, kindly like this video and subscribe. It really helps us push this kind of important information to more people. So, as the attacks continued in those Sokoto communities, many people started asking one important question. How did the attackers move into 5 different villages without being stopped? This is the part that is confusing many residents. Some say the attackers came in a long line of motorcycles, almost like a convoy. Others said they came from the bush paths that connect the villages. And because these communities are far from major towns, help did not arrive on time. By the time people started calling security, the attackers had already caused damage. And when people in rural areas face these kinds of things, it makes them feel forgotten. Many of them say, are we not also Nigerians? Why are we not protected? It is painful when citizens feel like they are on their own. That is why the reaction from the communities has been strong. Many people are demanding a permanent solution. They want to live without fear. They want their children to go to school without worrying. They want to farm without looking over their shoulder. Please, if you are still watching this gist, kindly like this video and subscribe. Your support helps a lot. Now, let me take you inside the mind of the people experiencing this. When attackers come to a village, the first reaction is fear. The second reaction is confusion. People running in different directions, not knowing where their family members are. Sometimes children get separated from their parents. Sometimes adults fall while trying to run. And some people hide inside the bush for hours, waiting for the gunshots to stop. After the attackers leave, the community becomes silent. People slowly start coming out. They check who survived. They gather those who are injured, and they look for those who are missing. Houses that were burned are still smoking. Farms are destroyed. Animals are scattered or taken away, and the people stand there, looking at what is left of their homes. Imagine the pain in their hearts. This is the reality many Sokoto residents are going through. And in times like this, leaders in the community struggle with what to say to their people. Some elders say they have never seen anything like this in their lifetime. Others are calling on the government for help repeatedly. The emotional load is heavy. Even traditional leaders are affected. That is why when people heard the headline about the Sultan collapsing, the story shocked many because tension in the state is very high and leaders themselves are not untouched by the suffering of their people. If you appreciate this deep breakdown, please like this video and hit the subscribe button. It helps more than you think. Let's talk about the humanitarian situation now. After the attack, many families had to leave their villages and move to nearby towns. Some are staying in schools, some in open places, some with relatives, and some with people who kindly opened their doors to help them. But as more people run away, the number becomes too much for small towns to handle. There is not enough food. There is not enough water. There is not enough shelter. The few medical workers that are there cannot treat everyone. And remember, some of the injured people have deep wounds, so they need proper treatment. Children are crying because they do not understand what is going on. Mothers are crying because they cannot calm their children. Fathers are worried because they do not know how they will rebuild. Some people left their homes with only the clothes they were wearing, no mattress, no blankets, nothing. They just ran for their lives. And every time they remember the sound of the gunshots, their hearts shake. If you are watching this and your heart is touched, please like the video and subscribe. It helps this message reach more people. Now let us talk about the larger effect. When villages keep experiencing attacks, other nearby villages also become scared. Even those that were not attacked begin to panic. And when they hear motorcycles at night or when they hear a loud sound, they start thinking the attackers are coming again. This fear spreads. And once fear spreads, people start abandoning their farms. Without food production, there will be hunger. Without peace, there will be migration. Without security, there will be no development. And this kind of situation slows everything down. Schools close, businesses lose customers, even health centers become empty because people fear that attackers may show up at any time. This is why the people in Sokoto are begging for strong and lasting action. They want the government to deploy more security officers. They want helicopters, patrols, surveillance, anything that will make them sleep again without fear